This live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today. Okay, let me just do a quick sound check over here. You'll hear an echo for the first few seconds. Everything seems good. Let me close the volume on the monitoring thing. I just got into a quick trade, but again, same thing as last night. Unfortunately, my entries are a little bit late, so I'm not crazy about it. Maybe we can get a push over here and I can get myself a few extra pennies, but I think that's where we're going to leave that trade, and we're going to see what we got overnight. Go to the 15-minute chart. Not looking good. We are below the Asian session lows. Below the previous day's close, below the previous day's low, and below VWAP, and near the London session lows. That is bearish. So that is my current bias. It could change. In an instant, always, but I have to read what is right now, which way the wind is blowing right now. And that's the direction the wind is blowing, down. Daily. I drew those trend lines conservatively, actually. Let me move the chart out a little bit. I'm going to change the lines. Give me a sec. Delete. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. F2. I mean, this one's an easy one to draw. Not too much discretion in this one. Let me just save it as a default. Save. Save as default. Yes, because it was too thin. But this one has discretion. And originally, I was drawing it like this a couple days ago. Let's say last Wednesday or something, and calling that the wedge. But now I'm being more fair, maybe more realistic, or more generous, either way you want to say it. But I'm going to be connecting this low and this low. And once I do that, we can see that we've kind of breaking out of this to the downside. And I'm calling this a bear flag, not a bull flag, because one, we're not rising, we're in a falling market. Whoa, gold is just exploding. Crude? Okay, come on, crude, let's go down. Okay, right now in the 1 minute. Lower swing highs, lower swing lows. "12 minutes away from the open." And I'm questioning sizing again.
2, 1. Esta noche es pronto, watch me blow.
I'll explain.
Can't control me now, watch me show. Dale. Ya no hay vuelta atrás. This is who I am. Exploto, exploto. Watch me blow up.
On the 50K account, let's use that as the example. You are given, oh shit. I didn't realize the speaker was on. You guys are probably going to be hearing echo for the first 9 minutes. Salavi. You're given, let's say on the 50K account, 2.5K to lose. But why is it a 50K account? They could have called it a 100K account, a 250K account. They could call it a $400 trillion account. Anyway, anything they call it. They can call it a $1 account. You still have $2,500 in drawdown. That doesn't change. So if that's what you can lose, then it's a $2,500 account. It's the same thing if you put $2,500 in your own retail account. You basically have $2,500 to lose. So it's a $2,500 account. To pass the eval, you have to make $3,000. Then you go into your sim funded, and you got to get up to $2,600. But you can't take a payout because that's their safety threshold. You can only take out payouts above that. So let's say the minimum payout is $1,500. So now you're at $4,100. Okay, so you're following me, guys? Now you have to get the $4,100. That's to take your first payout of $1,500. Plus you have to make $3,000 in the eval. You just made $7,000 on a $2,500 account. What's the return on that? And we're trying to do this like in a month or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, or 1 week. So calculator. So 3,000 plus 2,600, and then we want to take out 1,500 because you can't touch that 2,600 in the sim funded. And we want to take out 1,500. We're making, in order to get there, 7,100 divided by 2,500. We got to make a 284% return. You know how unbelievably spectacular that is? Go look at what funds are doing, what their returns are. I mean, if they beat the S&P, they get their face on the cover of Time magazine. So why does that have me questioning the sizing? Because the sizing, I think I've been basing it always on the 2.5K. But if you're responsibly sizing on 2.5K, you're not making almost 300% in a month and a half. You're making 50% in a year. It's going to take you 2 years just to pass the eval. Responsibly sizing. What a hedge fund would allow you to size with. So I'm thinking you really got to base your positions on the size that they're calling the account. If they're calling it a 50K account, you got to trade it like that, like it's a 50K account, and risk a half or 1%. So 500 to 250 per trade. Anyways, that's my thought. Not saying it's right. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't even think about listening to my theories and my ramblings. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Only futures trading. Good morning, OFT. How are you doing this morning? Did you hear my rambling on the position sizing? I might take a short if this is a bearish candle on the 1 minute chart. But there's 45 seconds. Normally I would have gotten in early hoping, and then it's not a bearish candle, and then I take a loss. No more getting in early. Oh, look at that. It was a bearish candle, really? Then we shot up high so fast? Well, I'm not crazy about it because we shot up high, but I'll take a little bit of a short here and see what happens. Usually the second one works out. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Con mi música antigua en la mano, por las calles de Madrid temprano, buscando almas que entiendan la magia que desprendo mientras el tiempo se va mezclando. Me ves aquí, sientes lo que siento, entre el ayer y hoy, bailando contra el viento. ¿Quién baila conmigo en la plaza? ¿Quién siente el ritmo en casa?
Sound check.
Escuelas antiguas con salsa. ¿Quién baila conmigo?
Okay, just took in a little bit. Maybe I should have traded that again more aggressively, but I think what I'm... It seems like what I'm doing is I'm trading...
La gente me mira extraño, mi violín va llamando. Mezclo lo viejo y presente, mi música diferente, pero mi corazón sabe que este momento es grande.
I guess I'm trading B trades and C trades. That's why I'm taking them on smaller size, but maybe I shouldn't even be taking those trades.
Mis escuelas antiguas con salsa. ¿Quién baila conmigo?
Give me a second.
¿Quién baila? Y aunque algunos no entienden mi manera de ser, sigo aquí en mi esquina haciendo tiempo mover. ¿Quién baila conmigo en la plaza?
Okay, so I'm all set up. Let's see if we can get some good trades.
Mis escuelas antiguas con salsa.
2 minutes to Wapner.
First time I saw you dance, something hit different. The way you move.
I think I'm going to turn the music off and focus. Let's look at our levels. Where is VWAP? Wow, very far away. 18,212. I think it's safe to play any setups we get right now. There's the 828 opening balance report. Actually, it's the imbalance report, not the opening balance. Sixty is what? 15 points is $30. Well, if we start trading a little bit lower, if I see some continuation to the downside occurring now, I will start loading into a short, but nope. We just moved way too aggressively up, and that is now invalidated. See, when I said that, things can change in a second. Gonna open up my trade copier because I want to remember to use that. That's weird. I didn't how's that possible? Okay, I am on very confused. But even better. Even better. So I can do this. My cat's having a heart attack. Markets are open already. And I'm setting up my trade copier. Okay, I'm ready. Let's see what we got. Still moving higher. That is a pretty decent aggressive push. Opening drive probably is long already. Yes, it is. So let's put in the 50%. $121.96. So that's about, let's say 30 points, 60, 624. So let's have 4 lot if I'm going to take it. Are we going to try and make a run for the U.S. session highs again? If we continue up, that's the obvious target. Seems to be a little bit battle here in the 45s, the mid 40s. Let's see if we can break the high of the previous candle on the 1 minute chart. That would give me indication that we're headed higher. Let's not break the low of the previous candle. No. No, no, no. We broke the high of the previous candle. Now we're going back down again. Still a battle at this zone here. Buyers look like they want to try and push it, but then the sellers keep coming back in too. So it's anybody's guess. Opening drive isn't going anywhere. And it looks like the sellers win this little battle here. Make the screen a little tighter for the opening drive so we can see if it's getting close to stop. But this is a decent entry over here, to be honest with you. Right below the channel. I'll just hold this till the close of the candle. 20 seconds. I gotta survive 20 seconds and see what happens if we close below. That was a pretty steep dump there. 6 seconds. We got this little low right here. That's it, it's out. Wow, that was an expensive trade. That was a very expensive trade. What a dump. Well, the sellers showed their hand there. So what trade did we just get notified about? Okay, potential bullish trade. Well, I'm going to sit back and see if I see something clear. And I did. Quite quickly. I did quite quickly. What's the range on the 1 minute candles? That'll help me determine my stop loss and take profits. Wow, it's 30. That's surprising because it was very... Volatility was low pre-market. I'm surprised that we shot up like that. This I don't need here anymore. We're not trading the opening drive. It takes one trade. That's it. It's over. I can switch to and open up the reflux algo. We're going to get a bounce here. Or are we going to continue lower? I'm not sure what to think right now. Last time the price action was doing this, it kind of looked like the bulls wanted to take it, and then someone came in, or people came in and just absolutely dumped it. 165. That was a 100-point drop in like a couple of minutes. Still thinking the bulls want to push it. Let's get up there. Boop. Let's get up there. Let's see if the market could show some signs of strength. Wow, it's a real battle again. I'm not going to be surprised if we break the high of the 1 minute candle and do a little bit of a jiggity kind of a move like it happened at 9:36 about. I don't see any A+ setups right now, so I'm just sitting back. So let's see what this candle does. Does it break the high or the low? We're kind of in a little bit of a bear flag here, so I'm thinking we're going to see continuation to the downside, but the market always likes to make it look like it's going to do one thing, and what's obvious to the eye is not obvious to what the market is going to do. The algo is short. I should have caught that earlier. I didn't. The algo is short at 109. And it just got tapped in. So it's going to take profit. Now we either target the US session lows or we make it look like we're going to target the US session lows and then we rip higher. That is a possibility. When this candle closes, it will exit the trade on the reflex algo because it did cross the take profit line, which is that blue dash line. That's it, it's out. Okay, well, if people are front running the break of the US session lows, this is about when they'll start to come in. That was a pretty wicky candle. $11, $12. Let's see on the next candle if we can break the high of the previous candle. Coming up to 950, which could be the start to look for a 10 o'clock bounce. But I still do want to see a break of a high of a previous candle on the 1 minute chart. So we took out the US session lows by about 10 points. That's also another pattern that we see often in the markets, that they do that. So let's see if we start to see higher prices now. Still didn't break a previous candle's high on the 1 minute chart. That's surprising. There we go. There's the break of the high. Now let's see if we can push, get some momentum. Came right back down. Make a second run. Hey, Joker Trades. How you doing this morning? Last time I clicked, I saw your stream. It was upcoming. Did you go live yet? Oh, to watching. Okay, yeah, you're live. Not sure I'm seeing the market clearly right now, so I'm being a little hesitant. That was a also strong move to the upside. After we broke the US session lows, that's what I was saying. Often that happens. The opening drive is showing short bias. Let me take a 4 lot and have the stop at 119, 30 points. That's a lot though. And we hit another one of those air pocket zones just before. Let me see again the volatility. 27. Anybody know what 27 divided by 2.5 is? That's what my targets should be right now. So 27 divided by 2.5 equals 10. Well, I had it, right? I definitely had the 10. 84, 74, there's the 10. Ah. Moving lower, I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Going to take out the US session lows again by a few points. Is that what it's going to do? Algo caught a nice trade short. It's not going to take anything. Crude had a long trade and it lost. Only one trade. Inside bar on the 5-minute went short at 76. If anybody watches that. Okay, we can put the music back on. We still seem to be heading lower.
it coming through your veins. El poder del ritmo no chains. Watch how fast these walls come down when we let the music crown. No hay fronteras en el ritmo. Music breaks down every wall, you know. En el ritmo. Music breaks down every wall, let's go. No hay fronteras. Let the rhythm speak true. Let the music break through. No hay fronteras. Debemos libertad.
Everybody's coughing. It's funny. Let's see if we can continue to find some trades here. Right now everything's trading lower. We just ticked off the US session lows again. We should mark it. See how many times we're going to do that today. So there we go. We just broke it by about 5 points. Now we trade higher again. Let's see, especially we're coming even closer to the 10 o'clock reversal. So that's even more of a reason. If I see a little bit of movement to the upside, I'll try and grab it. We look like we're trying to do it right now. Let's see. There we go. Yep. Not on this run. Not on this pass here. Let me try and get out. Get out. And we'll try on the next pass, and that's it. We'll try one more time. If not, then this isn't what's happening right now. Then this is a legitimate move lower. 50 to 34. Actually, that's pretty large. That's 20 points. From observation, if we're just wick this previous swing low, we kind of should start heading higher now. If that's what it's going to be doing. Boop. That other trade I took, unfortunately, I got in early. I should have waited for a break of a high of a previous candle. We didn't get that on either chart, in the regular chart or on the Heiken Ashi, which was the first, and we also didn't trade into the first fair value gap yet. Just going lower, eh? Look at that. Okay, well. Definitely don't follow what I'm doing today, because I feel a little off balance, to be honest with you. I did say it was a bearish bias. Let's go back to that on the 15-minute chart, because we're below VWAP, previous day's low, and we're trading near the London session lows. So I kind of think that we're bearish until we get above VWAP. That's what I gotta think. That's what I got to put in my head. I'll exit out of this one quite quickly if I get stopped out. It's about 10 points that I'm going to risk. If this is a market that just keeps going lower, then I'm going to be getting hurt. I've got caught in this once before, and I regretted it. I said, why am I trying to catch the bottom? Well, that was a pretty strong dump when we broke the previous swing low. Anybody gonna start taking profits? Or is my PDLL gonna save me on this account? Okay, covered. Looks like I'm going to continue to stubbornly fight the trend.
Te veo en la esquina con esa actitud divina. Sabes que no debemos, pero igual lo hacemos. Me he distraído, pero estoy bendecido. Cada vez que llegas, eso te ve en la cabeza. Every night at 12, I lose my fucking mind. Babe, I'm bushy, can't leave you behind. Every night breaking all the rules.
Okay, well, that's it for that guy. I worked so hard for that to count. Okay, so now let's
No me importa nada cuando estás en mi mirada. Los minutos pasan y las reglas se traspasan. Es una locura, pero vale la aventura. Midnight es nuestro y el momento es perfecto. Every night at 12, we break every law. Babe, I know she coming back for more. Every night, well, cracking all combos. Fading, but she see what she ain't getting.
69. Let's get down to
Hazy, baby, I'm not lazy. Only good like in me. Twist around, you pull, check out a big tool. I compare how they live for you.
54. Didn't get down to 54.
Every night at 12, every night at 12, made by mercy, breaking all the rules. Every night at 12, the rules.
Trying again.
Won't stop, baby, it's just true. You don't bother me, you need forever.
Might be time for a coffee break. Wow, still no 1 minute.
Been holding back too long, pressure building up inside. You're not one the much you see, try to keep me down, but why? Every time you push me back, so don't ever my sweat it. Tonight I'm breaking free, liking it by it. Feel it coming, feel it rising. Don't let poder dentro de mí. Can't contain it, won't deny it. Esta noche vas a ver, esta noche exploto, watch me blow up. Can't control me now, watch me show. Now they think you know me now. Got me figured out, please. Subestimaste mi poder. Now just watch and see. Every limit that you set, solo me hace crecer. Breaking through the walls, ya no marcha atrás, yeah. Slow it down, still I'm burning. Feel the heat inside me turning. 3, 2, 1. Esta noche exploto, watch me blow. Fire. Can't control me now, watch me show. Dale. Ya no hay vuelta atrás. This is who I am. Exploto, exploto. Watch me blow up, bang. Whoa. Hey. 2 de la mañana, mi mente no para. Turning the circles again, while the world's getting darker. Yo no sé qué hacer when your memory hits me. Ni cómo se fía sin ti, and these hours keep breathing on me. Pensando en ti, que sí, que sí. Mi mente no deja de latir. No puedo dormir pensando en ti. Ay, no puedo más. Scrolling through messages, looking for traces of you. Mi corazón está inquieto, como si fuera tabú. Can I dream but they all look like you? Como tú, so the blue. Can I see but they all look like you? Como tú, yeah. El tiempo no cura what I'm feeling inside. Es horas son eternas when you're on my mind. No puedo dormir pensando en ti. Que sí, que sí. Mi mente no deja de latir. No puedo dormir pensando en ti. No puedo más. Silencio total, but my thoughts are so loud. Te busco en cada rincón de mi habitación, but you know it'll be fun. No puedo dormir pensando en ti. Can't sleep, can't sleep. Mi mente no deja de latir. No puedo dormir pensando en ti. Ay, no puedo más. No puedo dormir. Dormir. No puedo dormir sin ti.
No me puedes domar. Better run while you can, porque soy animal. Watch me break your plans. First mistake was thinking you could handle this. Burning bridges, leaving ashes, that's my signature. Bad decisions make the best fucking memories. Push the limits till you panic, watch me laugh at it. Every ex I got still got the battle scars. Try to hold me down but couldn't last that far. Think you different, baby, please, I heard it all. Plenty try before they all went and took the fall. Moving reckless cause that's all I ever learned. Playing matches till the whole damn thing gets burned. Got the fire in my blood, is who I am. Either roll with it or run fast as you can. Sola hit poniendo, no hay quien me controle. Tonight I might lose it. Better pray that you
Okay, we're back, I think. Yeah, everything looks good, looks good. Let's see what we can find. Gonna close the music. Wow. Let's see if we can get it moved down. I'm short at 54, supposed to be short at 55. A little bit lower. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I hate when I put in a bid and it doesn't get hit. And then it goes and now I have to be stopped out. Oh well. It is what it is, right? Still gotta do the right thing. Now we're getting the 10 o'clock reversal. Let's hope this one can give me I'll take 552 on the first one. That'll be a little bit early. 56, 53, 53, 52. There we go. $41. Okay, closed it. That one worked well. $24-point range on the 1 minute candles. That's the sweet spot, actually, to be honest with you. $17,900. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. Is there anything? Nothing. I don't go far back enough, but let's look at the daily. Yeah, there are levels here. We're right at 1, 2, 3, 4. About 2 weeks ago, we were at this low at the 17,900. So we're definitely breaking lower.
Oh, making money. Woo woo. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Terrible cough, eh? I'm going to try a short over here with a stop of about 10 points. Finger on the close button. Could have been just taking along here at the bottom. The 10 o'clock reversal is still on my mind. A little late for the 10 o'clock reversal, but my algo went long, so let's load up. Hopefully my algo will come through. My algo is long at 920. I'm unfortunately long at 926. So I'm going to try and bring my price down. But this is, yeah, this is a heavy market. This might not have been the right time or place to do this. Not on a long trade. Let's hope that break of the previous low on the 1 minute candle was a little bit of a fake out. I'm not sure I want such a big position into this trade. That might have been a mistake. So now I'll hang on to this. This is good enough. Now I'll hang on to this and we'll target 945. I'll add once at the 50% mark, if we can get there. I'll add at, let's say, 905. Half size, so 6. And just for practice and to get in some muscle memory, I'm going to trade this one till it stops out, regardless. How do you get your lines to show out so long like that? Mine don't extend. Let me just see something. No, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. Okay, I had a 50% retrace entry, but I was checking something else out. Maybe I do it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a second chance. Watch in 05. My clock's not in the right place. I can fix that in the meantime. Bid 9, 8, 7, 6, 10, 9, 14, 15. Another little battle over here. It did break below the 50% line. If there's one thing I've learned, adding to your trades on NAS is much better when we trade down rather than when we trade up, because if you enter in when you trade up, the next move is down and you always end up suffering some pain. Now let's get a bit of a push. Not even at the 50%. There's the 50%. Okay, and I'll hold the last piece until what I said there, 45, 43. But the candle has to close. Also, after touching 43. Got awful close, but it didn't touch it. That's why it's still in the trade. Well, you can't get that close and then allow yourself to lose money on a trade. So I'm getting out now, even though I said I would hang on to it. I gotta do something, guys. My screen's screwed up, so I'm gonna go to black. I'm still gonna be talking. I'm still here. No, actually, I gotta shut down. Shit. No, I'm gonna have to leave it then. I deleted one of my charts, that's why. Consolidating here at the bottom. Clicked the wrong button there. I was supposed to be short. Supposed to be short. Didn't get it. Oh well. Got 10 points out of that. So what do I do? How do I close? I don't really think there is a way for me to close down. What? I was loud. What are we coming up to? We are coming up to initial balance being formed. Oh, I do have, yeah, I was thinking wrong. I can close down for a few seconds. Okay, I just do this. There we go. I'm still talking. We're all good. I can fully close down and reopen. Yeah, I got to work on some settings here, guys. So bear. So bear with me while I get back up and running. I deleted some things by accident. Oh shit, I think I even made the mistake. I don't even think I fixed it. In my haste, I clicked save. Okay, anyways, I know what it is that I had, not too complicated. Hopefully I saved it properly as a template. I didn't want to do it that way, but looks like I'm going to have to do it that way. Ah, Lord. Okay, that's step one. Step two was... it's no big deal because we're consolidating right now, still at the bottom here, so until we get some momentum, I'm not really missing anything, right? Yeah, I was thinking of a good name for a channel. What do you guys think about grinders? I like that name. I'm almost back up. Bear with me 2 more seconds. I haven't gone anywhere. And what I'm getting is a bunch of short signals that aren't working anyway, so. Okay, I think that's good. Where are my sources? My scenes. Scenes, let's go here. Put that there. Okay, let's see. There was a short trade. Wow. The reflux algo still not out of the trade. That's long. Yeah, I deleted my chart. So let me do duplicate in new tab. And let's see if I saved the template. Hopefully I did. Save as. Probably not, though. I don't think I would have. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Let's do this. I like black, but that's not the chart I want. Okay. We could work with this as a starting point. And I really, for now, only got to put on one indicator. And we're still consolidating at this bottom here, so I'm kind of saving myself some treading water trades. Dungeon channel 20, displacement 1. Okay, that's good enough. The only thing I wanted is the mean to show up a little bit. We'll make it dark slate gray, solid 1, apply. Okay, good enough for now. How does it look on the screen? Everything is fine. Yep, you see prices, you see time. Well, that's a hell of a ride the algo is taking us on. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Just got to apply one strategy there. Finally, it gets out. Finally, takes us out of the trade. Not yet, though, but as soon as this candle closes. Oh, yeah, it's true. The trade won't exit because I got to take it out to be. It's because I shut down. Since I shut down, it didn't know that it was long. Wasn't in sync. Now, it's in sync. So, where do we stand right now? Higher swing lows, higher swing highs, small ones in this little sideways action over here. But the 10 o'clock reversal could be coming in a little bit later, but still coming in, so. Okay, so there's a 62 long. I'm long at 58.50. We got a decent chance of this going to 69. That's about a 70% chance, I would say. Maybe at 55, I'll try and add to this trade if it goes down to 55. I'll get out half when I see 69 on the offer. But this is not a it's not a big enough size here. 66, 67. There we go. I got better than my I got better than my 69. Next one was 76. Okay. Let me see something here. Calculator. That's not me, that's my son who's sick. 6,500 divided by, let's make it 15, 433. So we should be risking at least $400 per trade. $400 per trade.
You have some tissue next to you. Save a kid from using the pillow.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you got some tissue?
No, it's in the, you gotta go to the bathroom. Close the door, open the light. I didn't, no, you close the door, then you open the light.
I could see in the dark.
Oh, I could see in the dark. Calculator. Let's say 15 points, 30. Cancel. Let's say 450 divided by 30. 15. So yeah, I should be trading about a 15 lot. Or if I want to get more aggressive, maybe even a 30 lot. Which tea are you drinking?
A green tea with honey.
Eee! Not a fan of green tea.
With honey, it tastes like warm water with sugar.
Oh, yeah. Still stuck below VWAP, but we're making a move up, so let's see if we can get back above VWAP.
How big is that account that you're up 3 grand? Is it 150K?
It's a 250. I got to either do something with them. Same thing with this one here. That was it. 250. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them. It's too much. That's why I just got to do something with them and get it over with, because it's 3 times your.
I don't know why you take them.
Yeah, no, it's a
past 150s.
yeah, it shouldn't go past the 150s. It's a mistake. 150s is 1.5 times your drawdown, right? About no, it's almost 2. It's 1.8, let's say. Yeah, it's 1.8. 9 to 5, right? You have to make 9. You can use.
Yeah, you make 9, you can lose 4.5.
No, it's 5.
It's 5 with Apex.
With Apex, I think it's 5. 1.5, that's enough. You know, that's making 150%. And then you still got to make another 100% just to try and get a payout. So, you know, that's again, you got to make 250%. So I'm thinking we have to be using 0.5 to 1% of what they say is the account size. So if the account size is 150K, you got to be using, you know, I don't know, like almost $600 risk per trade, which is about 10% of your drawdown. Because your risk is the risk they give you on 150.15, they're giving you about 3% risk. I'm going to take a long here if we can get a bullish candle on the Ninja charts. Do you see the Ninja charts? Let me open them up. I'm going to try and get a better price. Hopefully it'll give me an opportunity. It'll... Ow, I'm streaming. The cough is not so bad, but the horking...
It was right there. I was stuck. Trying to get rid of my cough. I don't know what counts.
Yeah, me too. How about the pumps there, the Alvesco and all that? How come you don't use those?
Do they help you?
They do. Okay, it looks like there it is. It formed. Now do I get a better price? That looks like I can get a better price if I can get filled. Not much of a better price, but still a better price. Come on. God damn, it went without me. Oh, there we got filled. Okay, well, I wouldn't have taken profit on a 1 bar. So I have one more down bar to hang on here. But I don't like it. Looks like we're going to get stopped out because that was pretty fast. That was a pretty fast rotation to the downside. Yeah, that's it. Got to get out. Wow, that takes a long time. From the time I click to the time it shows up on the chart, that's inexcusable. It's almost like a half a second.
My computer just frozen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna hit the line.
That's so funny. Boop. I think somebody just took a trade. You? No? How was that? We got one of these. What's the range on this though before I size into this? 24.61. Oof, that's 40 points. Let's get down to 98. We got to break the US session lows. Not a big fan of those kinds of trades because a lot of people like to front run the break at a lows. I'm going to lighten up on this trade. He says as it jumps. Okay, got a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. That's weird. Why did I get that and not that? 40.28. Ah, what an idiot. Okay, come on. Let's get down to the US session lows. 92. I'm going to put in a limit order at 92. We can get there. We can get there in 1 minute. Don't go slow. We got to swing low over there. That swing low could cause me a little bit of a problem. We could wick it and then go back higher. So, so I lightened up a little bit. Now I'm holding 5. Dave, did you take that trade? What do you say?
I'm in the trade. So like how we're just stalling.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a momentum candle. We'll break the U.S. session lows. And if we break the U.S. session lows and some selling comes in, maybe we can get another 10, 12 points out of that. Actually, if I'm going to go for that, why don't I? 99, let's get down to like 85. If it's going to break and then people are going to start dumping.
A lot of support there.
There should be, yeah, it is.
The Rifles have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candle lows there. Visited those prices 7 times.
There we go, though. There we go. There we go. Come on. Don't just be a
The
wick.
last candle has to break.
Don't just be a wick. Do this for my new subscribers. Push it under the U.S. session low. Well, you have a lot of guck, you?
A lot, yeah.
It's crazy.
Bro, I built my immune system so strong too. I drank 6 boosts a week of my wisdom.
Just waiting for the break of the low of the U.S. session. Let's go. Break that low. Break that low. Let's go. That rhymes. Give it to me. Well, we're so far. This is the swing low right here at 908. We didn't get a close below it yet. I want to get a close below it. Actually, what I want to see is I want to see 899. 899. I want to see an 899 on the offer. 07. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out a little piece because when you do that, it's always the wrong decision. That's going to encourage it to go lower. Let's get out another piece. Let's really give it encouragement. So I could say to myself, I shouldn't have gotten out in those little pieces. No. Ah, look where the 200 is on this trade. It's right under the U.S. session lows. Mister should take a partial. Mister should take a partial. This is not an impressive chart, especially on the 1 minute chart. Straight down, really no recovery at all. The 10 o'clock bounce came in late, 10 minutes late. We went up from 901, 100 points, but that's maybe 30%. ES is, sorry, quite a bit weaker than the NQ. Let me put those charts up, the 5 minute charts, just to take a quick look. ES can't find a buyer. ES is at the lows of the US session. NQ is showing to be relatively stronger compared to the two. Bit of a divergence, I could say. It broke the ES broke and closed below the initial balance low. NQ didn't even break the initial balance low. Well, I kind of want to pile into this one, but unfortunately my initial entry was weak, so I can't pile into it. You know what, maybe even piling into any trade is not a good idea. I'm going to get into this trade because the algo is short. Once again, though, poor entry. Algo short at 19, and I am short at 15. $15, $19, $35. That's the stop line. So when this candle closes, I'm going to have to get out. Unless we can get down to 20 on the offer. Yeah, got out. Okay, I'll get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. No more late entries. Fight for price. If I can't get my price, I shouldn't be taking the trade. Good thing I got out, though. See how we never really closed below this swing low over here. And now we got this kind of small swing high. Let's see if we can close above that one. I don't even remember what I was getting distracted with. What did I want to change? Oh, I remember what I wanted to change. Okay, I'm going to just check something and then I got to go for a pee-pee break. Oh, there was a short trade. Let's get down to 20 bid. 20 bid. Then it's pee-pee break. That's good enough for me. 21 bid. 21. I can go for my pee-pee break. It's going to take a little while for the setup to form.